Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new season of the Purposeful Life Show with your host, Adrian Starks. I'm excited to share some new updates of the show with you, starting with a new look, sound, and energy, as well as a variety of guests coming aboard with intriguing topics of conversation. I hope you enjoy the new level of energy that will be brought to the show. Thank you for all of your support since the very beginning in 2019. Wow, it's been 3 years already? Because of you, the Purposeful Life Show is now in the top 5% of all podcasts globally, and we aim to get it into the top 1%. Continue listening to the show and share it with others. You can also now listen to the show on my Facebook page at Adrian Starks, where you can comment in real time and communicate with me about your aha moments. Thank you again for all of your support, and let's make this one hell of a year and be purposeful about doing that. Wishing you all much love and success. Have you felt like opportunities seem to just find other people easily, but yet it doesn't find you at all? Are you living in a time right now where you think that maybe luck is not on your side and maybe more people have what we call the good remnants of fate in their direction? What if you're wrong about that? What if opportunity is waiting on you? Stay tuned to find out more on this new powerful episode. Hi, my name is Adrian Starks, and welcome to the Purposeful Life Show on the Champion Up Podcast. This podcast is for the courageous creators wanting to create a life of meaning, adventure, and fulfillment, all while helping to make the world a better place. I'm happy you're here, and if you're new to our show, make sure to give us that 5-star rating and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. Also, connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Champion Up. It is always that one idea that could be your breakthrough. It's time to step into your courage and believe the champion in you. Well, welcome back, everyone. This is Adrian Starks. I'm your host. This is the Champion Up Podcast, the Purposeful Life Show, and I am excited to have you back for another amazing episode. But before we get started on this special episode today, make sure to give us that 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you don't miss out on future episodes. And I have some exciting news for you. We have now the Champion Up shirts available to you, and I would love to have you wear these shirts and to have this be something in your life that you can be a part of. Just go to championup.net so you can get those Champion Up shirts. Today, we're going to talk about creating opportunities in life. And I know this seems to be something that maybe you have not thought much about because we assume that opportunities come to us. You know that saying that we've heard before, when opportunities knock. I do not believe that anymore. Why? Because I've never heard my door knocking with opportunities, okay? So when we're thinking about opportunities, many people miss out because they're sitting down and they're waiting for something to come banging on their door and saying, here you go on a silver platter. Everything you wanted for in life, everything you thought about is in your hands now. And that is not the truth anymore. Actually, it never was the truth. What we're finding out now is that success or creating a life that you truly want, of value, of meaning, and fulfillment comes from being a person of action. You have to go out and create those things. Now, is it going to be easy for you? No, it's not. Is it going to go exactly as you wanted it to? No, it won't. But will you get there if you take the initiative first? Yes, you will. With Champion Up, for the years that I've been working on this idea, this vision, because the vision that we have with Champion Up, and my vision, is that we're wanting to have the world be a better place by having people create lives of meaning and of value based on what they truly want for themselves. This is what's so important to us as a human race. We get caught up in the dramas of wanting people to give things to us, wanting people to make things better for us. But reality is that we are responsible for our own lives. And I believe that creativity is a part of that. Taking the self-responsibility to create something that you really want to experience in life. When I spent years on the opposite end of the spectrum, thinking about what people can do for me or what society or what the government or what the environment could do for me, I found myself always missing out on opportunities because I was that person sitting around waiting for the door to open. And not did I realize that the door only opens when you get up and you turn the knob. Think about it. If opportunity did knock for you, would it open the door and come in and say, all right, here we go, let's have a good time? No. You have to get up and you have to turn that knob. You have to have the courage to open the door, not knowing what's on the other side, and to embrace whatever comes your way. This is what we call living a life of courage. Many people, they want the good things, but they don't want the not so good things. And the same door that keeps out fear, that keeps out being scared or scarcity or uncertainty, is the same door that keeps out happiness, the same door that keeps out optimism, the same door that keeps out opportunities that can come your way. I talk a lot about the one idea that could be your breakthrough. And this is important for you to understand. At any point in time, you have to be this person that you're waiting for something to click inside of you that you can run with like the wind and really begin to work on like right now, today, not when you feel like it. Champion Up was designed almost 5 years ago. And yes, it took 5 years later for the Champion Up podcast. It took 5 years later for the Champion Up shirts and the hoodies and other amazing things coming your way. It took 5 years later for me to get out of my shell, to become the person I am today, to be in front of you and to tell you that you can create whatever you choose in life, but you must be loyal to it. You must have the conviction to know that this is what you need to do and have the huge why behind it. This is what we mean by creating the opportunities. You got to know what you want, and then you got to set out a plan to go and do those things, and you've got to know why you want to do it. And you got to be very clear about that, because if you don't know why, you're going to get a lot of people around you. I call them the what people. They're going to convince you that you don't know what you're talking about, okay? And they'll do that. So you have to have a clear why. So how can you create more opportunities for yourself? Well, one is you have to start getting out of your comfort zone. A lot of us base our lives on comfort. What we feel is going to hurt us, or what's going to make us feel uncomfortable or make us feel not ourselves or feel like we are endangered by something, we stay away from. Now, if you're out in the middle of the woods and you hear a grizzly bear gnarling, then yes, you want to stay out of the way. You know, if you're in the jungle and you hear a tiger coming your way, you want to stay out of the way. But you can also be your own tiger in life. You know, you can be a person that you understand that it's not about staying in your comfort zone all the time. It's okay to step outside of your comfort zone in day-to-day life and to do different things. This is where opportunities will be. They will meet you halfway. Trust me, I know this. So the first step is to step out of your comfort zone daily. That's how you're going to find opportunities. It's like when you're in traffic. And all of a sudden, you're so used to doing the same thing all the time. You go a certain route on the way home. All of a sudden, there's this traffic jam goes up. And what's going on in your mind? Oh, my goodness, what's going on now? The traffic. I'm going to be late getting back home. So they detour you. You get upset about being detoured. But what happens along the detour? You will see things that you typically would not see because you're on a different route. This is what it means to step outside of your comfort zone of your life, when you begin to notice the opportunities that typically would have not been there because you didn't do something different. The second thing about creating opportunities is really being able to understand that you have to be a seeker of information. You have to be willing to learn new things. That is where all the fun stuff is. When I began to think about my business and my life, and I understood the philosophy of you can never know enough, I began to search for things that stretched my mind, and it allowed for my creativity to be sparked. And from that point on, I was really able to look at things from a different point of view. And I was also able to uncover those opportunities that typically I would not have the courage to get up and get under and to find out about. So you have to be a seeker of knowledge, be willing to learn new things, get out there and to try something new. The third thing about creating opportunities is that opportunities are all around you all the time. But the key is being prepared. And this goes back to what I mentioned before about knowing what you want. Once you know what you want, you've got to be prepared to take it on once it hits you. Because most people, they say what they want, and all of a sudden it comes to them, they're like, oh, I'm not ready. And so then they run away from it. There's a lot of people like that. I used to be one of them. There's a quote by Abraham Lincoln. We call him good old honest Abe. And he was a magnificent leader. Changed the history of American history, actually. Abraham Lincoln said that if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 of it sharpening my axe. Ooh, Abraham. Say it to me again. I'll repeat that for you guys. Abraham Lincoln said if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 hours sharpening my axe. Now, for a while, I thought about this whole quote, and this quote is about creating opportunities. Think about this quote, and we'll break it down here for you. So he's got 8 hours to chop down a tree, but he's going to spend 6 hours sharpening his axe. Now, the 6 hours is preparation. That is getting ready for what is to come. And he only needs 2 hours to try to chop down that tree. Now, the 2 hours comes from him knowing that that is the moment of opportunity that he's going to cash in on because he's ready for it. Now, he could be like most people and just take his axe and go, whacking away at the tree, hoping that something falls. And there are many hopers out there hoping that something falls into their lap eventually. Or he just decided that, let me sit down, sharpen my axe. What does sharpening my axe mean? It can mean many things. One, learning about what he has currently. What is he willing to use? What is he willing to put out there in the environment to act out what he wants to accomplish? It could also mean understanding what's going on around him. Is he noticing the wind? Maybe that will change his positioning of how he stands next to the tree and takes a swing. His confidence. Maybe he's talking to himself within the 6 hours, working on every bit of self-doubt or self-debilitating ideas that he may have about chopping down that tree. This is what we mean by preparation. Opportunities come to those who are fully prepared for it, and it makes the unprepared look really foolish. So it is about creating opportunities in your life. And you will see people, they will seem like they have everything going for them. They move from one success, one great thing to the next, but then you wonder, how lucky are they? How good is fate to them? I wish I had their kind of life. No, don't wish you have anybody's life, but be grateful for yours. It is always said that the grass is greener on the other side. But what people don't realize is that that person with that grass is greener has taken care of their opportunities to have greener grass. You have to look at your life as this plot of grass. Are you taking care of it? And are you preparing for what is to come on that grass? Are you planting things down? Are you taking care of what you need to take care of? So that when you begin to have whatever it is you want, you'll be ready for it. You'll notice it. Most people don't notice opportunities because they're not ready for the opportunities. And opportunities do not knock. An opportunity didn't knock and say, hey, Adrian, we're going to create this Champion Up podcast for you. Hey, Adrian, we're going to help you create Champion Up across the world. Hey, Adrian, we're going to help you, walk through your fears and do all these things that you need to do in order to become the person you need to become so you can experience what you need to experience. No. Opportunities don't do that. Opportunities are waiting for you to show up. So you've got to create your opportunities. Maybe you're at work right now and you want to move up higher in your position. Well, you got to create some opportunities for that. Got to work harder, stay later, get there earlier. Maybe your opportunity is to create a better relationship with your spouse, your partner, your friends. Well, you've got to be the initiator. You got to find out what can you do on your end that can help to better the situation. Not to win anyone over, but to how can I be better? How can I show up more in this relationship? If you want better finances are basically byproducts of activity. What can you do more? How can you serve more people? How can you produce better quality? If you want better health, well, an opportunity is always there, but you've got to want that better health. You got to create the opportunities to get to the gym, to get your workout routine going, to eat the better foods, and that gives you the opportunity to be healthier. You see, opportunities come to those who are willing to take them on. Success is not a secret. Neither is life. Life is all about what you're willing to do or what you're willing not to do. And that determines your success. Success is not about how much you have of this or how much you have of that, but really it's about an action. And actions happen when we take on opportunities. I am not here by default. I'm not here by luck. I don't believe in luck. I believe luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And between preparation and opportunity is the ability for you to really grow as an individual so that you can take on the opportunity with more conviction. So think about this. How have you been preparing for your opportunities? You want something? What have you been doing to learn more about that something, to research it, to work on yourself so that you can be ready for it when it shows up? Let's say you were given the opportunity to do something right now. Would you be willing to take it on with optimism, with confidence, with conviction, with courage? Most people would say, well, I'm not quite ready just yet. Maybe next week, maybe next year. And this is how opportunities always pass by those who are not prepared. If you want a better life, you want a more meaningful life, you want more success in your life, you want to experience more joyful things, then you're going to have to create those moments of opportunity and you're going to have to take them on. I want you to think about your life right now and the opportunities that you're missing out on. And here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Opportunities are going to come to you and you're going to be scared to take them on. And that is okay because fear happens to all of us. There's not one person, one guru out here can tell you that they're fearless. If they tell you that, they're not telling you the truth. Everybody has a bit of fear. That's how we stay alive, all right? But we can learn to fear less and to really just take on our opportunities. And whether we fail or whether we succeed, the idea is taking them on because you'll never know if you never try. And if I would have listened to all the naysayers up to this point, would have listened to my self-doubt, so that part of me that's not really me because I've allowed myself to feel that way for so many years, if I didn't overcome that and grow through it, I would not be able to do the things I'm doing today, traveling the world, impacting lives, creating this powerful persona of Champion Up that you can be a part of right now, which you are. So I want you to think clearly about what it is that you want to create more of in your life. And how can you be an opportunity seeker? Meaning you go out and search for them. You don't wait for them to show up for you. You've got to go and get it. You've got to go and create it. That is how you build a life of meaning, value, fulfillment, and happiness. I want you all to really empower yourself with this ability to know that you are the courageous creator of your life. And there's nothing that can stand in the way of a plan backed by patience and determination. But you must be determined, champions, to take on your opportunities that sometimes will be dressed in the clothes of obstacles. I'll say that again. You got to be ready to take on your opportunities that at times will be dressed in the clothes of obstacles. And you have to go right through them, grow through it, and really take charge because you will never know until you try. And if you fail, fail good. And then fail again. And eventually at some point, you will succeed. I want you all to go to the championup.net store and to get that shirt that we have that just came out because I'm so excited for you. Because I really feel like this is a way to remind you that you have to be a conscious creator in your life. I call these courageous creators. And I want you to really embrace what you're a part of. You're a part of something magnificent that you can grow through, that you can really change your life on so many levels as I did. It's a vision that has come true because I took on my opportunities. I didn't wait for them. I did not wait. And I did not allow things to get in my way to completely stop me. I took mistakes and I used them to my advantage to learn, and I pursued on to that opportunity. So the shirts are available on championup.net. Go and get your shirt because they are selling out fast, actually. And we have some more coming in, but right now we are selling out really fast. And go and get that shirt for Champion Up. And to give us that 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you don't miss out on future content. Until then, I encourage you all to be that courageous creator in your life. This is the Purposeful Life Show on the Champion Up podcast with myself, Adrian Starks, and thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed our podcast today, don't forget to give us that 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you don't miss out on the powerful life-changing content on future episodes. Also, make sure to go to championup.net for even more life-changing content. Until then, I encourage you to be the courageous creator in your life.